Hey everybody, how you doing? Tino here. Got another story I wanted to share with you. This story takes place about 15, 16 years ago, I think. I was working for an 8-hour school here in town, and they had called me up one evening and asked me to teach a private lesson the following morning. And they asked to see if I would be interested. And yeah, I said, okay, yeah, no problem, I'll be there. So the class was scheduled at 10 a.m. I arrived there at 9:30, and did my prep work, waited in the class, waited for her to arrive, and the student, she came in and greeted me. I asked her to sit down. A very nice girl, 22-year-old housewife. But, her English level was not so great, and I really didn't understand at the time why she was in the classroom, because she didn't seem interested in English at all. Her level was like below that of a junior high school student. I mean, first grade junior high school student, right? So I was like, the whole time I was wondering, why is she even here? And then we started to talk about, we were talking about greetings. Yeah, we were talking about greetings that day. And she asked me the difference between hello and hi. And I told her, I said, well, Sakura was her name. I said, well, Sakura, see, when we say hello to people, it's a very basic greeting. In Japanese, you say konnichiwa. But for us to say hello, we're saying, it's a very warm greeting, and we're saying, welcome, in a sense, to people when we're saying hello to people. Hello, welcome, that's what you're saying. But when we say hi, it's basically the same as hello, plus, I'm happy to see you. So the delivery is a lot different. So I could say, hello, Sakura, hello, but if I use hi, because I feel I'm happy to see you, and I would have to say, hi, Sakura, I would have to show you the joy that I have inside me. And for example, Sakura, I'm very, very happy to see you today. So instead of me saying hello to you, I feel like saying hi, Sakura, to you, see? And then she looks at me and she says, her facial expression changes. And she said, why would you be happy to see me? You don't even know me. I said, no, but Sakura, I do know you, okay? And you seem like a very, very nice girl, and I am very happy to see you. And she says, no, you don't know me. If you knew, okay, the kind of person that I am, you would not like me. You would not feel that way about me. And I'm like, whoa, Sakura, what's wrong with you? Okay, did I push a button or what? And then so she was like, I'm a very bad person. I said, did you kill somebody? And so she was like, no, I'm not bad that way. I'm a very dirty person. I'm like, Sakura, you lost me. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what's wrong. Are you okay? And then she says, my husband left me. Just comes straight out and says, my husband left me a couple of months ago. I mean, this girl, she's like 22 years old, right? 2 months ago, okay, prior to this lesson, her husband up and leaves her. And I'm like, okay, he left you, okay. What's that all about? And then so she was like, well, he was in debt, and he had a lot of loans that he took out from Sarakin. And Sarakin is basically salaryman's loan. And a salaryman's loan, these offices that they have around town, okay, they make it extremely convenient for you to borrow money from them, but they charge high interest rates. And a lot of these businessmen, a lot of people in general in Japan, they borrow from these places, and it's very difficult for them to pay back because of the interest rates. I mean, the interest rates are extremely, extremely high. So she was saying that her husband was like in debt, and he got in over his head, and he just booked. Okay, he ran for the hills, and he left her at home with her two-year-old son. So here she is, she's a housewife, okay, she's living at home, her husband was working, accumulated all of these loans. All of a sudden, he leaves town, leaves here with the child and also the loans to pay for it. So she starts to work. Okay, and then she starts to tell me about, what she does for a living. And this is the dirty part that she was referring to earlier, right? In the evening, she works for a snack bar. She goes to this snack bar in the evening where she works for a couple of hours, and she gets like $100 a night, right? But her other job, her other part-time job is in the afternoon and also mornings. And what she does is, well, she works for Dedihead. Dedihead is a delivery health spa, and what they do is these companies, they hire these girls, and well, they're basically call girls, okay? And what they do is the escorts, what they do are the drivers, they drive them to these hotels where they meet men that call the company for these escorts for these girls, right? And they drive her to the hotel. She then goes in to see the client, boom, boom, boom. She does her thing, she gets paid, and she comes back out, and then they take her home. Okay, so that's the setup. So she doesn't do it like every day or anything like that. She does it when she needs like fast cash or something like that. She makes a couple $100 a pop, no pun intended. But she does the Dedihead in the mornings and the afternoon, and then she does the snack bar thing in the evening. So this is what she meant by her being a dirty person, okay, a bad person. I have a friend who works in, she's also a hostess, but a different kind of hostess. She's an event hostess, and they basically do weddings, funerals, parties at hotels and what have you. And they serve food, drinks, and that's about it. They don't have to elicit drinks from the customers, anything like she does at the snack bar. So I asked her if she would be interested in doing something like that. I'm sure that if I talk to my friend, she could put in a word for her, and then we could get things going in that direction if you like. My friend is always telling me that they're always looking for help. So she said, yeah, that one might be something I might be interested in doing. So the class is only 90 minutes, and our time is almost up. So we exchange telephone numbers, and I tell her that I would call her tomorrow and see if I could hook up this, interview or what have you. So I call my friend, I tell her what's going on, and she's very sympathetic to Sakura's situation, and then she goes out of her way to get this girl, an interview. So an interview is scheduled. Sakura goes in, she nails it, she gets the job. So it was like a 9 to 5 type of thing. Okay, so she would work like from 8:30 in the morning till about 5 or 6 at the latest in the evening. And then after that, she would go to her snack bar thing in the evenings after work. But it wasn't like every day or anything like that. But her mother would watch the baby while she was working or what have you. So Sakura was very happy, and it looked like things started to turn for her, for better. She was paying her her outstanding loans that her husband left to her, and she was doing really good for about 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden I received this call from my friend. She says, have you heard from Sakura? I'm like, no, what happened? She said, well, she hasn't been turning up, coming to work. And I'm like, no, I haven't heard from her. Did you call her? And she was like, yeah, we've been calling her all week, but she doesn't answer her phone. I was like, oh man, I hope nothing happened to her, right? So I call her, and she does answer my call. And she tells me what happened. She told me that she quit. She didn't want to go anymore. But she didn't know how to tell, my friend that she was going to quit. So she just, kind of blew it off. So eventually she did quit. She told him that she wouldn't be able to come in anymore. And I asked her why, and she said, well, I'm busting my butt from 8:30 to 5, but I'm not making the amount of money that I need to survive on, right? So she was like making like $80 a day working as an event hostess, which isn't that bad if if you have a regular situation, but her situation was not. So she needed to make more money. So she went back to doing what she was doing before. She was, she was doing the call girl thing. And I told her, I said, it's unfortunate that you're in the situation that you're in, and I really can't tell you what to do, but you really should try to get out of that line of work because it's very, very damaging to you physically and mentally. And you get a baby, it's unfortunate that you're in the situation that you're in, and then she assures me that she would, eventually quit, but she can't do it right now because of these outstanding loans. And so I just, do what I can. And I tell her that, I'll be here if she ever needs to talk to me. And she thanked me for that. But family, I tell you, that was it. I never heard from her again after that. That was her last phone call. Me being an English teacher, there is so much more involved in what I do. I wear so many hats. Sometimes I feel like a minister. Other days I feel like a counselor, a therapist. But it's unfortunate that there are a lot of people who have problems and they don't really have anywhere to go to talk about these problems that they have. They can't tell their friends or their family about what they're going through. So in many cases they choose like outlets like foreigners who teach English, because I think a lot of Japanese people perceive us to be good listeners, and in many cases we are. And so it's it's just one of the downsides of the job, I guess. It's kind of draining mentally sometimes hearing about these stories. I've had so many girls just come in and tell me about cheating spouses, domestic violence, and it's just I'm glad where I am because I like people, and I really like to help people as much as I can. Anyway, just another strange story about Japan, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you again soon, okay? Alright, love you guys. Bye.